Good morning, my fellow treasure hunters and explorers. Today I wanted to do an update on the event that we're going to be having in June. It's going to be the 7th, 8th, and 9th of June. It's a treasure hunting boot camp, and the cost is $500, and it's booked with a $250 deposit, and then you bring the balance upon arrival. Initially we were going to have meals and everything associated with it, but the logistics of it became too daunting, and it increased the cost of the event to where a lot of people said it'd be much better if they were able to fix their own meals. A lot of people have nutrition requirements and special meals, and so I think we're just going to provide a place to camp, bring your own camping gear, bring your own meals, and then we're going to provide the boot camp. The boot camp is going to be very exciting. It's going to be something that you've probably never seen before and might never see again. But we're going to be talking about the very deep aspects of treasure hunting, and we're going to have speakers, professional speakers that know their topics and have engaged in this as a living or use the technology as part of their daily job and work. We're going to talk about the treasure detecting technology, the GPR, the ground resistivity technology, which finds voids and holes and caverns. We're going to have deep seekers there that can find targets down to 30 feet in some instances, but very deep. We're going to have regular metal detecting experts there to demonstrate and how to use your equipment properly to get the most depth and how to identify specific targets. We're also going to have, along with that metal detecting, we're going to have a course, a contest where people can bring their detectors and run through the course, and as you go through the course you're going to write down or identify what and where the target is, and then those who get the most or who score the best at the end will receive prizes. First, second, and third prize. First prize is going to be 10 ounces of 1 ounce silver. Brand new roll of 1 ounce silver. It's a value of over $270. Second prize is going to be a gold prospecting kit that includes a sluice and pans and classifiers and all the things that you need to go into the field and to search for and find gold. It's about $180 value. And the third prize is going to be a pinpointer, the same pinpointer that you see Gary Drayton use on Oak Island. It's the same pinpointer that I use in the field. It's a Mine Lab Pro pinpointer. Another thing that along in that technology we're going to talk about are drones, and we're going to have a live drone, a couple of drones there with different cameras on there that are used in treasure hunting, and talk about how drones can be incorporated into treasure hunting to find caves and targets, and so old mines and different things like that. And so all these things will be demonstrated by those who have used this technology, and the actual technology will be there on hand to witness and to participate in. There's going to be a discussion of found artifacts. We're going to have some artifacts that have been found, treasure hunting. We're also going to have some examples of caches that were found but that were empty, and talk about what we learned from these things, the valuable lessons that we learned from these things that can be applied to other treasure hunting sites. So the found treasure and how we can apply technology and searching to that, and also the ones that were found but the caches had already been taken, but the cache layouts were there and we were able to interpret them and find them, and this gave us great insight into how these things were hidden and how they were stored. There's going to be a deep discussion on treasure signs and symbols, and how those signs and symbols were built, and how they can be interpreted, some possible interpretations, and how you can learn to interpret and translate these treasure signs and symbols. There's going to be a real big secret given here about these stone maps that can be found all over the United States on trees and on rocks and the monuments, and what we have learned about these things and how you can find the locations that these things are talking about. There's some real keys in this that we have discovered, and we're going to reveal that at this seminar, at this boot camp. There's going to be a discussion of D. Ray Metallica by Georgius Agricola. That treasure hunting gold and silver manual that was written in 1556 by Agricola. We're going to highlight the important parts of that document. What to look for in the field to find gold and silver. This can also lead you to old mines and workings, and how they spent. Okay, I just had an important phone call from a good friend of mine, and I'll try to find my way back into this treasure hunting boot camp. We're going to have a metal detecting course, and we're going to have things buried in the course, and on a map, and you could mark down what it is and where it is, and then we're going to give out first, second, and third prize, and I've mentioned what that is. But anyway, at this boot camp, we've decided to have everybody provide their own meals and everything, and that will cut down on the costs, and it will make it a lot easier for us to conduct this boot camp. And it will also allow us to have professional, good speakers there, and people that we can pay to come and speak that know this technology, that know these things, and it will be a real good thing. You're going to learn a lot of information. You're going to be able to rub shoulders with some really good treasure hunters and like-minded people. We're going to have a campfire each night and be able to tell stories, and everybody share stories and things like that. And then we'll have the speakers during the days, and the courses, the treasure courses with the monuments, and the treasure course with the metal detector. And then we're going to go on a field trip to some actual Spanish glyph sites and petroglyph sites, and show you some of the symbols and things, and some of the things that we've discovered. Should be a great time. The weather should be beautiful. The desert flowers should be in full bloom. We're not very far away from Zion's National Park, or the other direction, Bryce Canyon National Park. And so come on down and participate with us. We can only have 50 people in this area, and so we have to limit it to the first 50 people to sign up. And like I said, it's $500 for the 3 days, the 2 nights. Take a 50% deposit, $250 down, and then you bring the balance on arrival, and that will provide for our speakers and their transportation to get here and for this event. I'm going to be speaking about the Grand Canyon Treasure Cave, the lore and the mystery that surrounds it, and talk about all the evidences and things that we have come across, and the new evidences that we have, some of the photographs of some of the caves that are unexplored, and we're going to talk about that and how that ties into this area and the Aztec and their trip back, hiding from the Spanish, and what it was that they brought back and what it was that they hid. All the native tribes around this area have their own legends and history, verbal histories about this incident. I know that the 2 of the tribes claim that they are the watchers, the protectors of this treasure cave, and so we're going to talk about that and all the intrigue and mystery about that, and some of the ideas that we have about what's going on with it and what exactly it is. You know, we're not too far away from the Three Lakes area, from Kanab, or from the Johnson's Canyon, the cave that the people from Kanab excavated when Freddie Crystal came down with his map, and they spent a couple of years looking for the treasure and never got to the bottom of the caves. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that and tie that into this Aztec treasure mystery. Anyway, it should be a great time, and I appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe. I know that's like beating a dead horse. Everybody says that on these videos, but the way that YouTube and the things that they do, they constantly change things and make it more and more difficult for us to be able to monetize and to even be able to do videos. We're constantly battling with the powers that be over bringing you this information. So every little bit that you can do will help us and encourage us to be able to keep doing these videos and putting together more information for you. It's free of charge. This YouTube is free. If you want to know more information or deeper information or things that I don't talk about on this channel for the die-hard treasure hunter, please consider subscribing to our Patreon and supporting us that way. You're going to get a lot more information you're not going to get here, and you're going to get insiders information and trips with us and different things like that to get to know us personally. But anyway, appreciate it. Anyway, this should be a great time for everybody. The weather should be beautiful. It's normally very nice in the spring here. The wildflowers are beautiful. We have some of the most beautiful scenery on earth. We've got canyons, and the Grand Canyon's to our south. Zion's Park is to the north of us. Bryce Canyon is to the east of us. And west of us is the St. George area with all the cliffs and petroglyphs and things that are over in that area. The Desert Preserve, Red Cliffs Desert Preserve, and the old Spanish Trail goes right through that area along the Virgin River. I'm going to get into the field here shortly, and we're going to get some more videos out. We've had about 3 weeks of solid rain and snow, and our roads are really muddy and impassable right now. And so I haven't been able to get into the field for quite a while this winter. But anyway, when it dries out a little, warms up, there's a bunch of sites I want to go to and get some videos out to get you guys back into the treasure hunting mood for the coming spring and summer. Take care. Have a great day.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I started